Kimmy did it again. This time she got up in the face of my camera and said, "Hi everybody at home." That's okay. Are you filming me? Are you? But you're part of it, no matter what, you know.
They're our favorite, and he's done it since 2004, I think, when we took over the festival. And we get a great deal on it, and it's really good. I also do it every year. So do you know that Leo Johnson's house is up that way? I have to really don't get there to my side. Well, you know, is there a place where there's a lot of buses that are normally parked? School buses, right beyond where the Snow Colony welcomes you sign, right by the railroad tracks. You turn right to the railroad tracks. And then at some point there's a big school that has a buses. And I was just never in the school buses. You turn left right after the school buses. And then it's the first right.
What's Kimmy? Come on, I got to do it. You know where it is? It's a tent. Out back? Yeah, you can go out there and pretend like you're in the top lot. Yeah.
Just raise your hand and I'll come over to you so you can ask into the microphone. Okay.
Gotta put her lipstick on.
Just check to make sure it's the microphone. Test. Perfect. You need more? Perfect.
Did she have a question prepared?
Yeah,
Actually, the lighting's actually better this year. It was really dark in that other place.
So is it on? Oh yeah. Actually, if we could just start with a general question of like the audition process for each of you, that would just be a good general one. And if anyone has questions, raise their hand.
I'm Charlotte. I actually did an audition. I had done a Raise Your Head with David, and Jack Nance told me that David had said that there was a part in Twin Peaks. I didn't even know he was doing a series, and I thought, wow, he's doing a series? Yeah. Because, you know, directors do a television series. That was just like so uncool until David did it. So, no, he just said you're playing Dave. And the only thing I talked to him about, wasn't an audition, but I talked to him about, once I read the first script, was Major Briggs was pretty severe looking to me. I never met John Davis before, and I didn't know anything about him. He was such a sweet man, but I didn't know anything about him. He was so severe looking. And Bobby was such a workout. Yeah. That's our new workout. We only say working. So Bobby was such a workout that there had to be a reason. So I told David that I thought it was because Betty was Catholic and Major Briggs was military, so Bobby didn't have a chance. So that was my question.
All right. Well, my name is Charlotte Stewart. The first time I was called in for casting session was with the casting director, Joanna Ray,
Yeah.
who is pretty spectacular as a casting director. Not only
Go ahead.
because she can't see and I think David Lynch trusted her so much that I didn't see, I didn't meet up with David until on the set. And I remember the first words he spoke to me. He said, welcome on the set. Everything is going to be just peachy keen.
Wow.
And, well, I guess that's...
You don't know the story yet? Okay, I'm Kimmy. Okay, I came in for an audition, and it was in, what was that place? It started with a P Productions.
Paramount?
No, a little hip place. Anyway, Eric was there at the desk, and it was a small, tiny room that was completely black with a glass table and a light directly above us. There was a halogen light, and they were brand new back then. It was super bright, and I just sat and talked about how weird people are when they live in nature. That instead of becoming zen-like and peaceful and happy, they get murderous, creepy, and crazy. And I don't know why. That must have clicked something. Plus I went on.
So if anyone has questions, just raise your hand and I will come over to you. And if anyone has questions, I have some. Here we go. And if you want to say your name and where you're from too.
Okay, sure. Hi, I'm Roy from Chicago. This question really for all three of you. But Carol, especially for you, I think, because you also have the Star Trek thing going on. What do you think of all this? I mean, how do you feel about people that just are so fired up about, you know, a project that you did that, all this time later?
Well, I was fired up about Twin Peaks myself. It was one of the, or maybe the only TV show I was watching, and so I came in at the second season. And it was just amazing. I mean, it was like a gift from heaven.
Wow. I'm completely awed that you guys come here year after year. I mean, I'm almost speechless, but not quite. No, really, I am just so honored. I go to some of these Comic-Con conferences sometimes, and I'm not really the kind of, actor they're looking for at these places. But I'm always amazed when somebody comes up and says that they, that Twin Peaks was like this huge thing in their life, and I just am so proud of it. I remember when it went on the air, because we had already done, 7 episodes or something. We'd shot 7 episodes before it ever hit the air. So we had no idea what was going to happen. And then overnight, this thing happened. And we were on like every magazine and everybody's lips, and it was, we were pretty popular. But, I had a day job at the time. I was working at a production facility. And I remember people talking every day and coming in and saying, what's going to happen? Who did it? And by that time, they'd stopped giving us scripts because they didn't want us to know, because it would get out, and then, so they only gave us our parts.
Good. I bet you only got your part.
Yeah, I don't think they do themselves.
Troy, what was your question?
I was just
kidding.
thinking. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well,
It is amazing that it's 20 years ago, and the show's been canceled.
we're trying to get it back though. This writing campaign's and everything.
It's on.
We'll bring it back.
What really concerns me is that it's from the whole wide world.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this? How come it works when you talk?
I can hear you.
Level. Actually, the other thing, Troy, I just recently discovered that not everybody on the planet is a creative person or cares about art or has art touch them in any way.
I'll take your word for that.
And the people that come or like the show, like my niece's roommate said, "Oh, I watched your show." I said, "Okay, what show?" She said, "Twin Peaks." I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Yeah, it was weird." And I said, "Yeah, you're from New Jersey." I guess I was right.
My question's for Kimmy. I was just wondering, in the dance sequence when you're performing for Miss Queen Peaks, whether that was your own choreography or not?
Oh, yes.
Have you danced before?
Well, I was 34 then, and I only danced since I was 4.
It showed.
I hadn't danced in like a year, and Mark said, "We decided you're going to dance," and we decided you're going to choreograph it. And I didn't move at all. I couldn't move, and I said, "What?" And then he said it again, and he was sweating like he thought I was going to punch him. But I choreographed it to Mac the Knife. So if you watch it and you put Mac the Knife over it, it goes a lot better. And it was supposed to be like Disney dancing, you know. I'm not that stupid. I actually choreographed it like that with a split.
Other questions?
Do that later.
If anyone knows anything about audio, can you help me out over here?
It's Bob.
You don't need the microphone?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we might not.
I think we can.
The mic at the table's just up, the gain's too high and it's too close to the speakers. It either needs to be moved away from the speakers or the
The
gain.
mic here needs to be.
Oh, the one on the table, reads. That's what the feedback loop is from, it's too close to the speaker.
Barely.
This is where we need Bandana Man to be here, huh?
Right, you see that was perfect.
Yeah. And he'd be cheering when he got it perfect.
Right, well, green is good. Avoid that.
Green is great.
Technical difficulties.
It didn't spike in the yellow.